Hi guys, this is Elise. I want to share with you guys a paperback mini album that I made for a friend. A friend had asked me to make a mini album for her using the Magic of Oz paper, and because a couple years ago her daughter was dressed as Dorothy and she never got a chance to put those pictures in an album of any sort, so she asked me to make her mini album when this paper collection came out. So I did, and let me show you what I did. I'm going to go kind of fast because I'm trying to catch up on some videos and I don't want them to be too long so that they don't take too long to upload. So hopefully, you know, I said I was done with Halloween, but I do have a couple more things that I need to work on and finish up. So, but let me show you this one. So what I did was I fussy cut part of the paper. This paper is so pretty. I fussy cut the title. It says The Magic of Oz. And then I put some glossy accent on the crows, and I put some on this little character right here. And I added a poppy with a couple of black flowers there. I love this paper, and I just put some little bit of fiber and some vintage lace on the side and a little bit of satin ribbon. I may add a little bit more to that, but anyway. So in the inside, when you open it up, the very first page is there's just a spot for a really big picture, and then I took one of the little cards from the collection and cut it out of the paper and distressed it with a little black soot. And actually, I use black soot throughout where you see any distressing on the pages. I use black soot, and so there's a chance for her to put a nice big picture there. Then on this page, I used the paper that had the newsprint on it. And let me see, I'm going to switch hands, guys. Let's see if I can do this. I need to hold this differently because I need to use my right hand actually. So I used the paper with the newsprint, and I made a couple of tags. So here's one, and she could put a picture on the back, and then here's another one. I put a little bit of bling on this one, and she can also, so anyway, and I popped this up here, and she can actually tuck something back there because this side is open. So, and she can even put a picture here. All right, the next page is my Good Witch versus Bad Witch page, and she can put some pictures tucked in here, and she can also put a picture here, maybe do some journaling. And this next page is my Tin Man page, and what I did was I made a couple tags. This one is a little book that opens, and I put one of the Tim Holtz tokens there, and it says Believe. And so this opens up, and it's on a little safety pin. And this opens, if I can get it open with one hand. Let me see. Yeah, got it. And in the inside, she can just put a couple pictures there. And then here is another journaling picture tag. And I fussy cut out the Tin Man, put some glossy accent on him. And I put some glossy accent on some of the hearts. And she can put a picture there, and of course put a picture on the back. And I put everything on chipboard. I love putting my spots on chipboard. It just makes them a little bit more sturdier. And then she, of course, she can put a large picture here and a picture here. So, and each of the pages, guys, has a pull-out tag that's on chipboard. And I use my tab punch to put tabs on the end of each one. So there's one for this one, for that page. And then let me go back to this page. Here's another one. And yeah, okay, that's it so far. Okay, this page, this next page is a Dorothy page. And here's the tag that pulls out. And it's on chipboard. It's a nice big tag. And then I made a couple small tags for pictures. Or she can put some journaling. And then this, I use it's shiny because I use the packaging from the paper pad to cut this with the top note, and I put a little poppy with a little rose in the middle, and she can write on the back. I did some stamping, and I stamped the line on the back, and then I put a doily here with a strip of paper, and I put some stickles on all the shoes so it's nice and shimmery. I don't know if you can see that. And then I made some bottle caps. You can see I made some bottle caps using some of the paper, and there's and there's my Dorothy bottle cap, and I just stuck her there. And then again, she can put pictures here, and she can tuck extra pictures in here. Okay, this page is my sorry guys, Scarecrow page. And I cut the lion and the scarecrow out here. And then I made a little booklet. It's a little trifold. Let's see, yeah. It's stuck a little bit. There's a little trifold. Okay. And she can put lots of pictures there. And hold on, guys. Okay, so she can put lots of pictures in that trifold. I'm back. That was my phone ringing. And then she can also tuck some pictures behind here, and then put a nice big picture there. And again, there's a tag, and I used the Dorothy plaited paper to put there. And on this page, I fussy cut out some poppies for the corner, and I fussy cut out the lion, and I put some glossy accent on him. And then here's another one of those tags cut from the paper packaging, and again I stamped on the back. And then there's Dorothy and the Tin Man, and I put some glossy accent. I did some stickles, and just to give it a little bit more interest, and I put some stickles on the poppies in the back, and she can tuck lots of pictures here. Here on this page, I have one of the cards cut out, and it's on a little brad where it can swing. She can put a picture behind there, and of course a picture maybe on the back. And then I fussy cut out the straw man, what do you call him, the scarecrow. And he's kind of like up here at the top, and I fussy cut out a little crow and put it here. She could put a nice big picture here. And the tag for this page, I cut out some of the crows and the little sign that says "Wanted a Brain," and she could put a picture on the back, and it just tucks back in here. Okay, and then again, there's another big tag for pictures. Okay, the next page, and so I took it out of that page, and then here is another spot that I made, and then here's another tag that I made. And I stamped the shoes on the back. And she can put pictures on those. And then there's the Wizard of Oz. There's the Oz, the wizard. And she can put pictures here. And I put a couple of the Tim Holtz gears right there. And this last page, I cut out one of the cards and put it here. And I put I stamped "There's No Place Like Home" and embossed that in black. And this ribbon is so pretty. I got this from a swap that I did with Halloween swap that I did with Kim. She sent this. My mini album that she made me was wrapped in this, and I used that there, and it made like just a little band. And then this flips up, and it's just blank inside. She can put pictures in there. So, and then on the back, what I did was I just cut out another one of the cards and put it here. And then I put two little roses here just to cover the staple so that she doesn't poke herself, because the staple actually came through. So, so there's my mini. It has lots of tags and lots of opportunities for her to put pictures. And